So well done, you're nearly finished. This is the last bit of part A. So, what you're going to do is you're going to now research how the human system gets involved. And we're going to look at the problems that we cause. We're going to research 3 environmental problems in your park. And for each one, you're going to tell me the causes and effects, what's causing the problem, and what does the problem do to the environment. You're going to explain how human systems and natural systems make the problem worse. Are people purely to blame for the problem? Or are there some natural things happening? Maybe there's an ocean current that makes it even worse. Or a weather pattern that's getting in the way. Or maybe it's just the people. You're going to discuss the rights and wrongs of what the people are doing that causes the problem. So over here you've explained how humans are making the problem worse. I want you to tell me why they're doing what they're doing. Perhaps they're chopping down the forest. Perhaps it's easy for you to say, that's a terrible thing, they should stop. But maybe they would starve if they didn't. And who knows? So that's where it's up to you to think about the actual situation that's going on. I've given you some example problems that might be happening in your park. Obviously, they're different depending on where you are. So just look for environmental challenges in your park. In fact, if you Google environmental challenges in Dartmoor National Park, I expect you'll find some problems. All right, our rubric, very intimidating rubric. But it's good for you to work with rubrics. You will be working with rubrics if you go to college. And if you're not comfortable with them yet, you need to keep working with them. So over here it tells you what you're going to do. You're going to describe the issue. Nice. How are we going to describe the issue? We look in the box. So if you're going for an A grade, you're going to give a clear explanation of the issue with 3 examples of causes and effects. And you're going to include diagrams, photographs, and videos as appropriate. And by the time the reader is finished, they'll have a full understanding of the issue. It could be another reader. It could be someone that doesn't know as much about it as you. So you have to explain it well. Here's what you do for a B. Only 2 examples of causes and effects. You've still got some photos and diagrams and videos, but maybe you haven't explained it so well. And a C. So remember, you're also going to tell me how people made this worse. Here's what you do. Give me examples of human activity that make the problem worse and explain how they're connected. How do non-human activities make the problem worse? Give some examples and explain. If you can't find any at all, if it's just down to what people are doing, then say so. Pros and cons of the human activities. This is where I want you to argue about the benefits and the dangers of what the people are doing. And then in the end, say what you think you should do. And as usual, you'll have seen this in all my rubrics. There's a writing rubric. You get a score for how well you've written. So, go choose your 3 environmental problems in your park, find out about them, and then explain on a page on your website the causes, the effects, how people are making it worse, and so on and so on.